Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. Thanks so much for joining me today. I look a little funny because I have no makeup on aside from concealer to prep for what we are going to be doing today. This is the second episode in my series of Who Wore It Better, where the main idea behind this is that I watch other creators' tutorials using eyeshadow palettes that I already own, and use that as a way for inspiration and using those palettes, or just kind of thinking about them in a different way. So just as a disclaimer, I've already practiced this look that I'm about to do today, and it looked so bad. It was not at all what it was supposed to be. So hopefully I've worked out some of the bugs and it will look a little better. I am going to be running some errands around town today, so I am hoping that I won't look like a complete goober. So today I am going to walk through the steps that Allie Glines featured on one of her videos for ABH Norvina. And so the first thing that she did is use concealer as her as her eye primer. So I went ahead and got that step going. Then she set that with powder. And so I am also going to do that as well, because I do usually set my eyeshadow primer with usually like a cream colored shade from whatever palette that I'm using. So that's just kind of what I do. Okay, powdered. Now, oh, see, I already forgot. She takes the shade Base, which is the cream colored shade, and puts that all over her lid. So really, I could have skipped that step that I just took and used Base to set everything, but that's okay. We're following Allie's tutorial. She's amazing. And I will, of course, have her video linked below for you to be able to watch to see what this thing's actually supposed to look like. Okay, next we're gonna take Love, which is the pink shade. It's a matte pink shade, and we're going to put that in the crease. And she says lightly. Now I do know that it's time for me to wash my brushes, and so I'm trying to use the cleanest ones that I can. Okay, so I have that shade Love in my crease, and now she says to take Soul, which is this periwinkle shade, and we're gonna put that lightly in the outer and lower crease. So I think maybe like, no, doesn't make much sense to me. Didn't do a very good job on that one. I think what I'm gonna try to do is take it and put it like here, just on that kind of side of the crease. And I'm just gonna take one of these like double-ended ABH brushes in order to make that happen, because like I said, I'm trying to use the cleanest brushes that I possibly can to have the best chance for this to look okay. So here we go. Okay, sorry, my voice is dry. I got a little carried away on this side, but I think I did a better job of keeping it concentrated in just this little area. But over here, I kind of got a little, like I said, carried away. Now, after Soul, she says to take Dreamer. Okay, that is this kind of cream colored shimmer shade. With the flat brush, wet the flat brush and put it on the inner third of your lid. But I did that and it looked really bad with the wet brush. So I'm just going to use my finger. So I took a little bit and now I'm going to apply it on the inner third of my lid. And something else that I learned that day is we are going to put a lot of shimmers on the lid, and at least that day with the brush, and you know, the brush being wetted with setting spray, they didn't layer very well together and they didn't really look good. So I'm hoping to be more careful today and also to use my finger instead. So if you will notice, I did that, and now I'm going to go ahead and put it over here also. Okay, now we're going to take Wild Child, which is the pink shimmer, and we are going to, oh, I know what I was supposed to do. Okay, pause. I'm supposed to put Soul kind of down here also. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and get that done. Okay, so I just kind of quickly, I guess I did good on this side after all. I just kind of quickly connected that a little bit. So now I'm going to take Wild Child, and we're connecting those two shades. So here we go. Okay, so I have that done. Something that I do know is I do really like this Wild Child shade when I'm using it how I use it, but for some reason on what I'm doing right now, it's doing the same thing that it did last time, where it's just not really showing up very well. So I don't know, but I'm gonna stop because I don't want it to look bad. Okay, so now she says take Celestial, which is the purple shimmer. This is really a pretty shade. And we're going to put that on the outer corner with a dry brush. So I'm just going to wipe, this was clean and dry, so I'm going to wipe that pink shade off, and I'm going to put it on top of where I put Soul, the periwinkle shade. Okay, well, I guess it made it a little more purple as opposed to blue periwinkle. Okay, now she says to take Volatile and deepen up the outer edge. This is Volatile, and I really like that shade a lot. And I'm gonna take this Profusion brush. It's called the Small Pointed Eye Brush ES6, and it looks, you know, kind of like that. And again, it does have stuff on it, but not anything too crazy. And Volatile is a really cool, like, gray brown color. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and she says to deepen up the outer edge. So I'm just like trying to be so careful and not putting a ton on, and I'm not using a lot of pressure either. I think in this tutorial, she really tried to use as many shades as possible for sure. But, you know, as a consumer, I appreciate that for sure. Okay, now we're going to take Wild Child using our finger and put that in the center. Wow, okay, I guess just putting more of that in the center because she had used her brush previously, and I guess she wanted it more pink. So more pink and more intense. So I just did a little bit of that, and here's what we're looking like right now. Okay. I think she took Soul again, periwinkle, and again, just like so little of this. And I'm just gonna kind of like barely put it in my crease. I guess just to kind of add back some definition since we've been layering some things on top of it. So okay, now she says next to use purple eyeliner to like make a wing, but I don't have that, and I did try a shadow to use, and it didn't really work very well for me, so I'm gonna skip that step. She says take Drama. Oh, okay, that's dark one, and buff out the wing. which you've just created. So I think what I might do is just take this same flat brush and use some of that and just, I don't know how to make a wing. So I'm just going to try to like put it on the edge anyway. And I might just use that shade as my liner instead of a purple. And I think that that did just fine. Okay, so I'm going to pause and put on the rest of my makeup, and then we're going to do lower lash line. Allie's very good and always has very, very pretty lower lash lines. So, you know, I want to try to emulate her. So I'll pause and be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have the rest of my makeup done. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Love and just kind of like go right on the outer edge, because Allie's look was had a little bit more pink. So we're just gonna kind of like do that. And then I think I might again take this little flat brush with Drama, which is that one, sorry, and try to put the liner-esque type stuff back on. Okay, now for the lower lash line, we're going to take Love and buff that out. Love is the pink shade, and I'm just cleaning this brush off from the Periwinkle Soul, and we will get that done. Okay, then we're going to take Soul and put that on the outer half. So I'm going to just use that same brush and just put it right there. And I'm trying to connect it too with the top. Okay, then Celestial in the outer corner. Celestial is the purple, and Wild Child in the center, and Dreamer. So the shimmer shades, just kind of like continuing to do those. And I think what I'm going to do is use this little flat, or not flat, but kind of a pointed brush to help get into that part. Now I'm going to switch to the pink shimmer Wild Child and put that in the center. I got it in my eye. See, this one is just not showing up like I'm thinking that it's supposed to, or that I remember it doing, but I don't know. And then Dreamer is the cream shimmer, and that's going in the inner part. And then she again put lilac, purple, I think lilac this time, not just purple but lilac, in her inner rim. And I tried that with something that I have, and it did not work. It got in my eyes and it was burning my eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna pause really quickly, put lower lash and lips on, and then we'll take a look at it when it's all done. Okay, so this is my final look, and here are my eyes. And of course I will leave a video below. Here is what Allie's looked like, and here's what mine looks like. I feel like I did better than I did the second time. I mean, I did better than I did the first time, but it still doesn't look exactly like hers. But, you know, all of that is going to take lots and lots of practice, and that's the whole point of this series, is to just learn and grow as a makeup user. I hope that you had fun watching me today. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I picked her palette on purpose. Her video on purpose, because she used Soul and Celestial and Drama, and those are the 3 shades that intimidate me the most about this palette. All the rest of it I'm totally comfortable with. So I really picked her video because it seemed like it was simple, but it was also a good way for me to learn how to use the shades that are a little scary for me. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.